and all the ones off your desk and start making that list, or hand it off to the teenager to make you an Excel spreadsheet, whatever you need to do. Anybody that you've talked to and networked with is a great person to add to your newsletter list. Referral sources, caregivers, you have to, maybe your head caregiver, your long-standing caregivers, maybe not the one you just hired yesterday, because you won't remember to take them off the list if you get rid of them or they leave you. So maybe your longtime caregivers or your caregiver leads, your office staff. Put your office staff on your newsletter list. They want to see what you're putting out there. And if you're highlighting a caregiver of the month, make sure they get that newsletter. If you're highlighting an assisted living facility that you just went to and visited, make sure that that person gets your newsletter so they can see their picture too, and tag them on Facebook. All right. Anything else? Building trust and authority. Why does SEO take time? So what we tell people is, okay, look, it depends on the location. If you tell me that you want to be number one on the first page of Google for West Winnemucca, Nevada, I will make you number one on the first page of Google for West Winnemucca, Nevada within 1 week, because nobody lives there. Or maybe a day, I don't know. But, and I'm sure I've used that for so long, there's probably a lot of people living there now. But if you tell me that you want to be number one on the first page of Google for Las Vegas, Manhattan, Fairfax, Virginia, you tell Miami, Florida, I cannot tell you that that's going to happen in a week or a month. It depends on the whole picture. Did we build your website? Do you have enough content? Are we adding content every month? What kind of processes have you already had in place? What shape is that website in? In fact, we don't even do SEO for clients that we did not build their website, because we can never guarantee who's had their hands on it or where it's been or what's happening. It could be beautiful and wonderful, but it also could be a complete disaster and nobody really knows it. So building trust and authority takes time. I always tell people to stay in an SEO program for at least 6 months, and see how things go from there. In fact, I would tell people to stay in an SEO program forever, because it depends on continuous work. I could show you a screenshot. I think Lauren's here today, of what Lauren does in 1 month for one client for one set of pages on a website, and it would blow your mind. It's a ton of work. And thank goodness she seems to like it. So it's also kind of fun to see the results of that. But building trust and authority means that you're building trust and authority with Google and with consumers and with your local area. There's a lot that goes into that. It's all content driven, and without that content, you're not going to be able to compete against the big boys. So if you tell me you want to beat Home Instead, I'm going to tell you that they have a 400,000 page website. Every single location is linked to that, and millions of backlinks. So I'd love for you to beat Home Instead. And in some locations we do, but I'm never going to guarantee anything, because I don't know, what kind of competitor they are. If they're very involved in their online presence, that's going to be really tough. If they never look at it or they don't do anything, yeah, we could probably beat them. Content indexing, that means Google has looked at your website and has re-looked at your website and continues to re-look. Every time you add a blog post, every time you change something on your website, Google comes by every 3, 4, 5 weeks and says, oh, look at this, there's something new. We need to re-index the whole website now. Let's do that. And then they come by, if they come by a month later and nothing is new, boom, they're passing you by. You want to make sure every time that comes by, there's something different there. There's something new for Google to see. And so they'll re-index your website. Competition and market saturation. I don't have to speak much to that. Some of you are in the most competitive markets of all time. And so SEO takes a lot of time because of that. Okay, next slide.
I have a question, Valerie. Dietrich Gladden. I have a contact us form on my website, but I'm getting weird messages that are not legit. Should I change the form?
Yes. Is this our client? No.
I don't think we've built her website.
Okay. All right. So yes, what we do for our contact us form, we have two different forms on our client's website. One is a long form. We call it the long form because it asks a lot of questions. Not a lot in terms of like, not like a job application, but maybe 5 or 6 questions. The person has to specifically answer each question, and that's what we consider a real lead. The contact us form is also there, but we do not leave it open to comments. So that other box, or add your comment or question here or whatever you have, that's where the spammers love to see you, because they're going to put whatever. I don't know why. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. They're going to put a bunch of stuff in there, and it's ridiculous. So we just ask the, name, email, phone number. And then for that last piece, we say, we only give them 2 options. I have questions about home care, or I have questions about a home care job. Pick one. That's it. You don't get to say anything else to my owner, because we're not going to bother them with spam. Do they still get spam once in a while? Yes. It's, people are crazy, but that cuts down on it considerably. Take off that open comment box on your contact us form or any form that you have, and that will go away. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it is. Okay. Next slide. Oh, me. That's me. That's me, not you. The role of keywords and how to choose the right keywords. Let's talk about it. I know you guys want to know what the right keywords are, so I'm going to show you today. Not all of them, but I'm going to show you some of them. I'm not going to go through this whole thing because I know we are way short on time. All right. So the role of keywords is really important in SEO, obviously. I bet all of you know that the keyword phrase of the day is home care. and about 200 other iterations of the word home care. So understanding user intent, the way you create your content, your website traffic with right keyword optimization, your competitive advantage, and the conversions that you get by targeting the right keywords are all important. And I could talk all day about this too, until I'm a little passionate about it. So what keywords are important in the home care market? All right. So we have what we call we have short keyword phrases like home care, and we have long tail keyword phrases like elderly in home care, or companion care at home, or elderly companion care at home. Those are long keyword phrases. And we have our short ones. Our short ones are the most competitive and the hardest to rank for. Our long tail ones are less competitive, easier to rank for, but they're important, because if you can start ranking for a long tail keyword phrase, then you're also going to rank for that short keyword phrase. So let's look at some of them. Hold on a second. Here we go. I know you can't see that screen very well, but you can take a picture of it if you want. I want to show you some things that are really important on this list. We're going to start in the top left-hand corner, home health care. This is showing you the volume of searches nationwide for keyword phrases, not in your local market. You may have 10 searches for home health care in a week, I don't know, or a month. I'm sure it's more than that, maybe 60, 70, but nationwide in 1 month, 33,000 people type in, or visits are for the words home health care. And a lot of you, most of you on this call, are a home care agency. You are a non-medical home care agency, yet everyone in the world is searching for home health care. And Google is not helpful with that, because if you have ever put your Google My Business page or listing together, you know that the only real choice you have is home health care.
There's no home care option.
Yeah, even though you're non-medical. Now, there are a few other ones like